Hello, everyone. How's it going? Woo! We're almost there. In the spirit of being almost there, today for you, I have Sahil and I have a presentation. Hopefully it'll be super useful. Hopefully it'll answer a lot of the questions we've had rolling in today. And different bits and pieces of this have been put together just to, I guess, answer some of the questions we've gotten to. And yeah, we hope that this ends up being super useful for you. So today we'll talk about submitting your project and making an engaging submission video. So about us, hello, my name is Cameron. I'm the co-president along with
Sahil. I'm also the co-president at natHACKS 23.
And I didn't quite think of how to close out that slide. So next one. Let's talk about the structure of judging. So within the presentation, there's going to be 3 major stages that are relevant for the presenters. My apologies, I'm thinking of the wrong slide. So there's 3 major components to judging tomorrow. First, we'll start off with the qualifiers, then we'll go into finals, and then to kind of close it all off, we'll have the closing ceremony. What qualifiers are going to look like? They're going to be held downstairs in Edmonton. You're going to present in person in front of a panel of 3 judges, and yeah, that's going to be you and your team. Finals, what you're going to do is you're going to take that exact same demo, the exact same structure and everything, and you're going to come upstairs and present it on this stage in front of all of the judges if you end up making it to finals. And then finally we have the closing ceremony where we'll take, I guess of course, the best teams and award our wonderful prizes. Some notable exceptions for Edmonton, or not Edmonton, sorry, Calgary, Lethbridge, and virtual presenters. Let me make my slide a little bit bigger. So if you are in Calgary or Lethbridge, there's going to be a bit of a streaming setup there. All of our judges are in Edmonton, but you will be presenting in person in Calgary, and your computer screen and your video feed will just be fed into us, and we'll play it on the screen for the judges. And that should all be pretty fun. As well, oh, no, that's it. And if you're virtual, of course, you're going to be presenting virtually to the judges.
All right, thank you. Just a quick breakdown of what the demo looks like. As Cameron mentioned, we have the qualifiers as well as the finals, and the same structure applies to both of them. So you have a total of 7 minutes, and the first 2 minutes, it starts with the video. That's going to be the video from your dev post. So that can be anything from a screen recording of someone working with a UI of your project, an actual recording of someone using the hardware. It can be a recorded slideshow. It can be a skit. It can be just anything that helps you convey the main idea of the project, and there's only strictly 2 minutes for that. So if there are videos that are longer than 2 minutes, we will only play the first 2 minutes of the video, and that also means that you have only 2 minutes for the setup, because the idea is that we play this video while you are setting up. You don't have to play that. We play that video, and once you're done with the setup, you move on to the live demos. 3 minutes of the live demos. Hackers participating in Edmonton will be doing it live in front of the judges. Virtual hackers will be doing it online, and hackers from Calgary and Lethbridge will be doing it in person, and we will just stream it here to the judges in Edmonton. Ideally, you want to display something with the live demo. You want to show something that you haven't already shown in the video from your dev post. And for the video, you want to save something that maybe you think you don't want to do on stage, or maybe it won't go well on stage. Screen recordings, hardware demonstration, whatever that may be. You want to add something that really complements the video for your live demonstration. Finally, the judges' questions, as the name suggests, there's going to be 2 minutes reserved for a Q&A session, questions from the judges, and that can also be an opportunity for you to clear out any sort of confusion there may be. So the same structure for qualifiers as well as the finals. The only difference is there will be more judges present during the finals. Anything to add there?
No, I think that was all. If we did miss anything, we will ask for questions at the end, so we can hopefully nail down anything that we miss. So for the next bit, I'll move on to some of the exceptions if you're working with a hybrid team, mostly just kind of the edge cases that we're going to have. So in the case that, for example, your team has members in multiple cities, so you have, like, say, 4 hackers in Edmonton and 2 in Calgary, we don't have a way for hackers to present half and half. We're going to have to commit to either having your team present 100% virtually or having your team present only with the members in that one city. So for example, if you have 4 in Edmonton, 2 in Calgary, the 2 in Calgary just wouldn't present. You have the option of if you want to go 100% virtual or half in person. As well, if your team has any virtual members, you have to make the same decision if you're going to go 100% virtual or just present without some of your members. And then also, if you have 1 or more team members who can't attend the demo slot, you can definitely go on without them. And yeah, if they need to leave the venue and are still able to present, they can join. You have the option to present 100% virtually. I guess I'll talk about evaluation as well. So this should be in the survival guide, and there should be a more complete rubric somewhere, but just going over this really quickly just to make sure that everyone is kind of mostly on the same page for what exactly you want to be paying attention to when putting into your presentations, what are the judges going to be looking for. So for the first 3 categories, we have technical complexity, functionality, and creativity and innovation. So these are scored out of 10 because they are some of the more important components, at least that our judges are going to be looking for. So technical complexity is more along the lines of how big of a bite did you take trying to do this project? How technically complex is it? The functionality, so does it actually work? Of course, we aren't expecting perfection. We just started these projects a couple hours ago, more than a couple, several. Not a lot, though. So they don't need to be perfectly functional, but mostly functional is wonderful. Creativity and innovation. Of course, innovation is what we're looking for with this event, so if you can really think out of the box, this is a great place to score some extra points. For some of our pieces that are not evaluated as strongly, but still evaluated, we have commercial viability. You know, could this actually sell as a product? Is there potential to continue on as a business? And we have the delivery, so how confident and how you were able to convey yourselves. I probably wouldn't be getting like a 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5 on delivery right now, but that's all. That's all good. As well, the demonstration, did it go as expected? The impact that your product could have, and then finally the written summary is just the product summary that you would write when submitting your dev post. I believe the max on that is 250 words. Eden, can you give me a nod? That's 250 words. So yeah, all of those are out of 5.
All right. Before we let you get back to hacking, just a couple of quick tips, suggestions. Time yourselves before you head up on stage and present in front of the judges. Try to make sure that you finish just in time, not too early, not late. Have more dry runs. Dry runs always help. Clear and concise wording. Make a script if you have to. The main idea of your project has to be clear because the project is only as good as you can communicate it to be. So make it engaging, add more numbers, add more hooks, questions, statistics, anything that can grab the judge's attention. Along with the wording, don't forget to mention your unique selling point if you have one. It's a good idea to include that. Documentation rocks. Include everything from setup instructions, usage guidelines, and any important assumptions or considerations while working on the project. And finally, dress code. Try not to show up in PJs when you're presenting. Try to bring that inner salesperson out. Yeah. So just the quick tips, and now for some presentation heads-ups.
Really quickly, I did forget to mention one thing. With the dev post, when you go to submit your 250-word summary, there is going to be a bunch of headings that dev post suggests. You could follow those if you like, but also feel free to just completely delete them, write your own 250-word summary. They give you a lot of headings, so it's kind of hard to get all of those things with 250 words. So feel free to just delete those and start fresh. But yeah, going on to a couple of the presentation tips, just to give you all a primer for getting up on stage and presenting. First things first, we have a timer at the back of the room. Right now the timer is counting down the number of hours until natHACKS is over, but during the presentation it will give you the amount of time you have left in each slot. So during the video it'll count down from 2 minutes. During your live demo it'll count down from 3 minutes, and then during questions it'll count down from 2 minutes again. And each time you should see it turn red and kind of start looking at you, say like, hey, you're just about to run out of time. And should try, hopefully, help manage time. As well, we may or may not have a computer up here. We're expecting that you bring up your computer to the podium. We have both USB-C and HDMI that you can plug in. And theoretically, if the system is set up properly, your computer should just see it as an external monitor. You can mirror your screen, you can share a duplicate of your screen. We recommend mirroring, but you can extend, and that's kind of the setup we have right now. That's always going to be your screen if you look behind you. So that if you want to have your second screen. What else? So if you have any audio to play in your demonstration, or if your product has any audio, make sure to set your audio output to HDMI output, and then it'll play to the room. And another thing, you get one microphone to share with your team. We have 2 microphones in total, and the judges are going to get one, so you get the other one. Just kind of pass it around baton style, kind of like Sahil and I are doing. And yeah, your video will be playing while you set up. And yes, also, please do not drop the microphone. I don't really know how much these are, and I don't want to find out. So please be careful. And drum roll, please. The moment we've all been waiting for, I suppose. Submit your team. So we have a Google form. If you scan this QR code or just go to nathacks.ca/present, it should pull up a Google form where you can fill in the information that will be relevant for completing your, or reserving your spot. You should be asked to give us your team number, a link to your dev post. I guess I'll quickly go into that before I go through the rest of the list. Please create a dev post submission. Even if it's not 100% complete, that's okay. Even if you just put like F in the field and go through everything. As long as you have that's good. As long as you have a link to give to us and submit before midnight tonight. Oh, that's probably the most important thing. I should have mentioned that first. Submit this before midnight tonight. We're going to be going through and assigning the judging slot based on all of the teams that are able to submit before then. So please do your best to get that in before then. Submit your dev post, get us a link, and then with dev post, we made sure to check. You should be able to edit your submission and add whatever you need. If you're not able to edit your submission, come find us. We'll try and troubleshoot and figure it out, but you should be able to edit your submission after that. Up until the final deadline, of course. Once that timer in the back runs out, there's no more editing. That'll close. So yeah, plan to give yourselves a little bit of extra time with submitting. When you're going through the dev post tonight, there is a decent amount of questions that it'll ask. It should take like 10-ish minutes to click through if you're like giving it half effort. So make sure to budget at least a little bit of time for that. Yeah, also, you should be able to find your team number for this form in your email somewhere. If you aren't able to find your team number, our friend Zach at the back there should be able to help you find it. All right, has everyone had a chance to type in this URL or scan this code? Perfect. It'll also be sent out in the Discord, and everywhere we can try and get in contact with you because this is an important form, including that portal. Okay, that was a whole bunch of stuff, and we probably missed a bunch along the way. Does anyone have any questions? Is anyone too scared to ask a question? Yes. Sure. I'll send them out. I'll send a link in the Discord. Yes. That's a good question. Yeah, minimum of one person. As long as you can pull up and represent the team, that's the important part. Hopefully most of your team should be able to make it, but yes, minimum one.
Yeah, I think that's most of it. Please get the Google form done, get it out of the way, and yeah, get back to hacking the last 16 hours. Good luck.
Thank you, everyone. Have fun.